Okay, firstly, Negara Berkebajikan is not welfare state lah. Yeah. So it's slightly different. I won't go into that. It's pretty long lah. But basically, what we're trying to do is to say that what PAS is working for is a society, not only a government, but a society with caring values, and which sees a question of justice and fair play as something very central to good governance, right? So I don't think that the Buku Jingga and the Negara Berkebajikan issue are contradictory, but they are complementary. And yes, I think that it will go a long way in wooing voters in the coming elections, because I think that everybody knows the main problem which the Malaysian society is faced with is a question of good governance and a question of a leadership which understands its role as working for the people and sacrificing for the people, and not using their position to enrich themselves, right? So I think this is the fundamental problem, and I think people do not see those traits within the Barisan Nasional leadership. They are all millionaires and multi-millionaires, all at the top, and they have become rich as a result of their political position. So this is the fundamental problem, and where people understand their position as leaders is to enrich themselves and their cronies, and what Buku Jingga and Negara Berkebajikan tries to address is this fundamental misunderstanding of what political leaders or political leadership is supposed to do, right? And in the Buku Jingga and in the Negara Berkebajikan, what it tries to say is that the leaders must serve the nation, not the nation serving the leaders, right? And all the policies that's being presented in the Buku Jingga tries to give this concept practical manifestation, right? If leaders are there to serve the nation, then this is what the government should do. How to spread the wealth of the nation, how to make sure that everybody who is in Malaysia feels that they get a benefit from the development and from the wealth of the nation. So that's the basic philosophy. So I think that this is something which will attract the voters, and it's something that will redefine Malaysian politics.
So maybe just to make it clear, then if it's not a welfare state, what's the Negara Berkebajikan in English, the term?
I think there is a translation that was given, but it's not one word. It's like something which is a caring state, and one that tries to develop the human potential, within the society. So it's not a single adjective that's being used lah, but it's I think 2 or 3 adjectives that were used, but the basic concept is a society, a government, a society, individuals within the society which are caring and which contributes to the development of the human potential, within the society. I can't offhand recall the phrase that was used, but basically it's not just a question of government that gives money to the public, but the public itself and everyone within the society having an understanding of their role, within the nation, and at every level, people are helping one another and a caring society, and at the same time, one that develops the potential within the society. So, I mean, this is the true spirit of one Malaysia lah, kalau nak katakan. You want to use that phrase, the true meaning and the true spirit of one Malaysia, but it's being shown by the leaders themselves to take the lead in giving and in contributing to the development of the society. So a society which is prihatin, which looks after its members as a whole.
Last question. Coming in this GE 13, are you going to contest in Shah Alam constituency?
Well, that's not totally up to me to decide, nah. But basically the system, as far as PAS is concerned, is that the branch or the kawasan will then forward the names of the candidates that it proposes, lah. So as far as Shah Alam is concerned, my name has been forwarded. At the same time, another two candidates have also been listed. I'm the first choice, then there's a second choice and a third choice, and it will be forwarded to the state, and the state will forward it to PAS Pusat. Yeah, because in the final analysis, it is the kawasan that will have to work for the candidate to try to achieve victory lah in the election. Yeah. And what the kawasan does is that it accepts all the proposals from the various cawangans, or how do you say it, you know, the branches, yeah? And this, so it comes from the grassroots lah, basically. Yeah. So if it is finally decided that I have to contest the Shah Alam parliamentary seat again, I will be willing to do so, and I hope that if that's the decision of the party, then all the members within the party who are in PAS in Shah Alam will give me their support and vote for me, in order to ensure a victory. But if otherwise, and the party decides on another candidate, then I hope that all the branches within the PAS parliamentary the Shah Alam constituency will also accept the decision of the party and give their full support to the candidate that's being decided by the party. So it's to be decided and to be confirmed by the central leadership, probably by the end of this month, by the end of October at the latest lah.
Okay, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe can I ask
No.
your comment on Najib's cool approach? Do you think people?
Well, I think he's been, advised by professionals, in particular APCO, who is being paid very well to boost the image of Barisan Nasional and of himself. I think that they have identified that the main problems, or one of the major problems faced by the Barisan Nasional is the image of Najib and Rosmah, right? And this is something which they're trying to address. And what they're trying to do is to show that he is a man of the people, that he's cool with everybody and so on and so forth. But I think everyone knows that that's not really the case lah. His lifestyle is from young has been one that is very elite and very protected, and you can't, how do you say, get a tiger to change its stripes lah. You can try, but I think people know the lifestyle of the rich and famous, which he's more accustomed to lah. He is not really a man of the people. He's never really gone down and eaten at the garage and all that since young lah. I mean, now he's doing it now, because that's the kind of image that he's been advised that will go down well. So this is the kind of image they're trying to build. But irrespective of the personal image of Najib himself, I think the image of Rosmah is a major problem, which I don't think they will be able to overcome in the next few months. And the lifestyle that she leads with 24 million ringgit ring and 100,000 ringgit handbags and the shopping sprees and all that, that's that's being talked about lah, is not going to be easily cancelled or neutralized by Najib's cool, so-called cool image. The fact of the matter is that, like all the UMNO leaders since Tun Razak or Hussein Onla, since Hussein Onla, since Mahathir's era lah, these leaders have been enriching themselves and making sure that their children and their offsprings are well looked after.